Hi everyone, it's Dr. Jeff here with you today. Today we're actually going to talk about scoliosis and what is scoliosis. This time of year the kids are getting back to school. It used to be years ago that public nurses would come by the schools and actually check your child for scoliosis. They no longer do that. So it's important to get your child checked for scoliosis. And today we're going to talk about a way you can do this at home to look for a scoliosis. Well, what is a scoliosis? Scoliosis is a curvature of the back. So when you look at your child from the back, you're going to see a small little S curve in the back. Usually you don't find this until they're about 10 or 12 years old, when they're getting their first nice suit or dress. And it's more 8-to-1 female over male. We don't really know why that is. But you'll find one shoulder might be a little lower than the other, or hip might be a little lower than the other. One leg might be a little longer than the other. And you find this, and that's called a scoliosis. And at a young age, is there any downfall to having a scoliosis? Well, as a mild scoliosis, there's really nothing wrong with having a mild scoliosis when you're younger. As you get older, it gets a little harder as a chiropractor to treat scoliosis because certain parts of the spine are not working as well, and that leads to some more chronic low back pain. As you get older, though, once you get 50s, 60s, and 70s, as you start to shrink, the scoliosis actually becomes worse. Once you actually stop growing, your scoliosis will stay constant. It won't change at all. But once you start to shrink, it actually gets worse. And what can happen then, it starts to get the cavities in your chest get smaller, so your lungs and your heart get some more pressure put on them. Your abdominal cavity gets some pressure put on them. So the problem with this is that it makes it a little harder to breathe, makes it a little harder for your heart to function, makes it a little harder for your abdominal organs to work. So as you get older, scoliosis can certainly have some side effects to it. Well, is there any treatment for scoliosis? Well, if you're younger, as far as chiropractic is concerned, we can certainly help you with some exercises and some chiropractic care. But as you get older, there's not much the chiropractor can do. We can try and maintain the curvature where it is with exercise and chiropractic. There's been a lot of research done on bracing and exercises, but nothing's really shown a lot of good research with it. Right now, there's a company called the Clear Institute doing lots of research on scoliosis. They're using a little bit of chiropractic care, some bracing, and something called vibration therapy and exercise to treat scoliosis. They're having a lot of success with it. At this point in time, there's still more research to be done on it. So there's something that can be done for your child with scoliosis. But as a mild scoliosis, there's really nothing to really worry about. As you get to a moderate scoliosis, about 30 degrees, that's when an orthopedic surgeon will probably want to monitor them. At 40 degrees, that's a very serious scoliosis and requires certainly specialist care. So what we're going to do today, we're actually going to look at Ryan, and we're going to check out his scoliosis for a home check. So talk to you in a minute. Hi everyone, Dr. Jeff back with you. I'm here with Ryan today. I'm going to show you a home way of checking for scoliosis with your children. So with Ryan here, he's just standing nice and straight for me. So the one thing we're going to do is put my hands on his shoulders, and what you're going to notice is my right shoulder is a little bit lower than his left shoulder. All right, and then we come down to his shoulder blade. So again, I put my thumbs right on the corner tip of that shoulder blade. So you're going to see that his right tip of his shoulder blade is a little lower than his left one. If we come down to his ilium, so that's right on the big round bones that are coming up, and I put my hands on those, you're going to see that my left one is slightly lower than the right one. So what that's telling me is you probably have a bit of scoliosis coming up like this because his hip is lower, and then turning back this way here to bring this down. All right, I'm just going to get Ryan to lean forward for me now, and if I come up here, and I put my hands on his muscles there, you're going to see that my right hand is just slightly higher than the left hand. You're going to see this is just slightly higher than this here. And again, that's telling us that there's a bit of a scoliosis coming off and going up this way. Okay, Ryan, you can get up for me. So this is a simple way that you can check at home for a scoliosis in your child. Ryan will have a very mild scoliosis, but that's one way, again, you can check for scoliosis with your child at home. If you have any questions about scoliosis, you can always email me at jgoldsworthy@goldsworthywellness.com. I'm Dr. Jeff, and I've got your back.